So hi guys, welcome to the channel Learn Concepts with Nikil, Discover, Learn and Grow. So in this particular video, we will be learning about low-hanging fruits and theory of constraints or theory of bottlenecks. We'll be calling theory of constraints as theory of bottlenecks too. So we will be learning about these important concepts in management consulting. So basically, this is the third video of the management consulting course part 2 and this is the lecture 30. Let's jump into the video. So low hanging fruit. So you can read the definition, guys. But in order to say simply, you will be prioritizing and you will be performing the tasks which require low effort, which require low cost, but will be delivering, will be giving the immediate results as well as high impact results. For example, there may be 20 tasks. In these 20 tasks, based upon these tasks, you will be prioritizing the tasks which give high impact, which give immediate results with low effort or low cost. So that is nothing but low hanging fruits. That is the concept of low hanging fruits. Why important for management consultants? Why low hanging fruits concept is important for the management consultants? Let's see. So it will be building the trust with the clients faster. So basically, after viewing the problem or after getting the case or the challenge, if you give the immediate results starting only, it will be building the trust among the clients. So that is one of the reason. Next it shows early impact. It will be showing the early impact. Client can trust you easily after seeing the impact, after seeing the results, after delivering the after giving the wins, right? Next is frees up resources or capital for large initiatives, as simple as that, right? Examples of low hanging fruits. Examples. So automating a repetitive Excel report. So it requires a low effort but creates a huge impact, a high impact as well as it will be delivering the immediate quick win results. So second one is changing website button color for higher conversation. So yeah, even this point requires this example requires a lower effort, but can create a higher impact. It can deliver quick results, right? By changing the website color, customers may attract to your website. So it requires a lower effect and can create high impact. Next is offering discounts to inactive customers. Again, lower effort but higher impact. They may buy your products and it can increase your customer retention and customer satisfaction. So fourth one is fixing a slow loading website. Again, low effort which can create a high impact, right? If the loading page, like the website page loads faster, customer satisfaction will be good. So there will be high impact with a low effect. So all these are all the examples for low effect which can create the high impact, right? So this is nothing but low hanging fruits. So next is theory of constants, guys. Theory of constants is nothing but we will be identifying the weakest part. We will be identifying the weakest part, or we can call it as constraint, or we can call it as bottleneck. We will be identifying the weakest part of the system, which is limiting its performance, right? Which is limiting its performance, which is limiting its efficiency. That is nothing but theory of constants, right? As for the definition, a management theory says that a system's output is limited by its weakest part. As I said you before, we will be identifying the weakest part or constant or bottleneck. Theory of constants is also called as theory of bottlenecks. So we will be identifying the weakest part of the system, which is limiting its output, which is limiting its performance, or which is limiting its efficiency, right? So let's see an example, and next we will be coming into steps. So example, a bakery's oven can only bake 100 cups per hour. So that is a constant. Only it can bake only 100 cups per hour. So that is the constant. That is a bottleneck, or that is limiting the performance. That is limiting the output, or that is limiting the efficiency, right? So that's the bottleneck. Adding more staff or ingredients won't help unless the oven capacity is increased. As simple as that, right? So we will be identifying the bottleneck and then we will be coming up with a solution. So next is steps in a TOC, that is nothing but theory of constants, or we can call it as TOB, theory of bottlenecks. Five focusing steps: identifying the constant. We will be identifying the constant. Next, exploit the constant. Exploit the constant monitor. We will be using it to the full extent, fuller extent, right? We'll be using it efficiently. Next to subordinate everything else to support the constraint. So we will be subordinating everything to support the constraint and then evaluate the constraint. Whether if the constraint is limiting, we need to expand or we need to replace it with another system, as simple as that. If the constant is broken, go back to step one. As I said you before, if the constant is broken, you will be replacing the system, or you will be expanding its system, or you will be fixing the system, or you will be fixing the machine. You can take it as machine. So these are the steps of the theory of constants, guys. Let's take some real world example so that you can understand more clearly. So what is a client problem? Manufacturing project always delays final delivery. So delivery is delaying because of manufacturing project. That is simple client problem, right? So consultant analysis, low hanging fruit, automated daily report email so that delays won't be that much, right? So we will be automating the daily report emails that requires a low effort, high impact. So that is a low hanging fruit. Next is TOC, bottleneck in the packaging unit. Bottleneck is nothing but a constraint. That is nothing but we have identified the constraint, or we had identified the weakest part. It says that it is a bottleneck or constraint is in the packaging unit. So we need to improve the packaging unit, or we need to replace the packaging unit. That is nothing but theory of constraints. So final takeaways. Start with the low hanging fruits to gain trust and traction. So by seeing the immediate results, your client will be getting the trust on you, and by seeing the impact also, your client will be getting trust on you. So basically start with the low hanging fruits. That is nothing but which requires low effort, high impact and immediate results. Next, use theory of constants to unlock system-wide improvements. Simple guys, to identify the bottlenecks and improve or replace it with other system or other mission. So this is all about low-hanging fruits and theory of constants. In the next video, we will be learning some more about the management consulting, some more concepts. Bye guys.